Today, in honor of the new moon, I decided to make a video about new moon parties or rituals or whatever you want to call them because I've always wanted to have one, so I'm gonna have one. So I did some research on what to do, what people did, and so I've collected some things, I've collected some information, and so if you're curious about putting on a new moon ritual, new moon party to celebrate the beginning of a new cycle, like I'm going to, then just follow along and let's do this together. So you can basically do a new moon ritual slash party however you want, whatever best suits you. So I kind of looked into some different ways that you could do it, and you can do it with a group of female friends, you can do it by yourself, just kind of depends. That day before people come and arrive, take some time to kind of clean and tidy up and declutter whatever space you're going to be doing it in. I'd probably do it in this space, and I kind of did the same thing for my kit stuffing party. I just kind of cleared away the excess stuff because you don't want there to be too much going on. You want it to be a very like calm place. So just kind of create the atmosphere you want. I found some really nice sayings about things that people wrote about the new moon and new moon parties. So I'm going to read a couple of those to you so you can enjoy them as well. The moon represents the feminine, the emotional and nurturing aspects of our lives. She radiates her energy to us in the most amazing cycles of waxing and waning, brightening, bringing in and releasing, just like the tides of the oceans, constant, rhythmic, soothing. I thought that was very nice and calm and peaceful, and I like that one. Ritual focuses thought and emotion in a laser-like way to harness the creative power of intention. And by using scents, music, crystals, and candles, we engage our sensory nature and subconscious mind, which is like a playful child. Once you've captured its interest, it will then go to work to magnify your intentions. So I thought that was a little nice one about rituals. So this is kind of a combination. I've combined a couple different people's recommendations of rituals into one. But this is something you can do by yourself or with friends, and you can just kind of take or add. I'm gonna read it as you're doing it, as if you were doing it with people, but you can do whatever and however you want. You can tweak it and you can add and take away whatever you feel comfortable with. If you are gonna bring in some friends, you can ask them to bring like a favorite essential oil or some dried flowers or herbs. You can tell them to bring a snack, or depending on what else you're gonna do that night, ask them to bring that in, and also ask them to bring a container to carry something home in, because for this we're gonna make something. Find a place you can gather in a circle. So I would just push the chairs to the side here, and behind me there's a nice rug, and we could sit down there with some cushions and some blankets. You can put some sort of tapestry on the floor if you like that, and make kind of a circle with candles. If you like to use gems or stones, you could use those as well. Flowers, if you like, if there's fresh flowers, you can go and cut some of those and put those around your apartment. I really like, personally, candles, lots and lots of candles and incense. And then in the center for this particular ritual, put a big bowl of unscented bath salts. And I would just use Epsom salt. I'm pointing back there because that door right there is my bathroom door, and that's where the Epsom salt is. And you can put candles around it, gems around it, whatever you want around it. I got some sage though. Can't really smell it. It smells good. You can't really necessarily smell it. It's falling apart on me. But this is some blue sage. I got it from a little shop in Des Moines called Ancient Ways. I get all my incense there, and now sage. This is to just kind of purify or cleanse everyone as they come into the circle that you have created, the space that you've created, and it kind of also helps to just set the mood. So to kind of open the ritual or the ceremony or the party or whatever you feel comfortable calling it, you can ring bells or chimes. You can just close your eyes and take some deep breaths together, or just have a saying, whatever feels right to you, and it's kind of all just personal preference. I found this interesting thing about breathing. So it says, breathe deeply. Imagine there's a cord extending from your pelvic floor all the way to the center of the earth. As you breathe in, bring the mother's grounding, healing energy into your body, and as you breathe out, release any tension or distracting thoughts. when you feel ready. So just kind of breathe in the goodness and breathe out like the badness or the distraction. Breathe in the positivity and breathe out the negativity. And once you feel ready, you can light your candles that are kind of in the center around the bowl. So here you can recite a small poem, or you can do a small chant or say some ohms, whatever you feel comfortable with. I would probably read a poem. I was looking up different sayings today about setting intentions, and there's some really good ones out there. Share with your friends what is happening with the moon, what kind of energies are going to be coming in, because there's always things happening with the moon more than just there's more happening with the moon than you think. It's not just the moon moving through a cycle. There's so many other little astrological things that are having an effect on you. So it's good to kind of be like, this is what is happening with the moon right now, this is what's going to be happening soon, so things to expect. Because whenever we're at work and people are just acting like really off or crazy, I'll always go to one of the ladies there, and she's really into like astrology and crystals, and I'll be like, Eve, what is going on with the moon right now? There's like, people are being crazy, and she'll usually explain, oh, this is why, and she knows exactly why. So this is where you can set your intentions, and people can voice these aloud or kind of just think them to themselves, but give each person a turn to go around the circle and, you know, either say their intentions out loud or to themselves. And while they're doing this, they hold the sage that is smoldering. It's kind of like, gosh, what are they called? Like, they're not like spirit sticks, you know, and like therapy, when people, like if you have the stick, it's your turn to talk, kind of like that. So if you have the sage stick, it's your turn to set your intention. And while they're doing it, they can put a few drops of essential oil of their choosing into the bath salts. They can put in dried herbs or flowers or whatever they want in there as their kind of like little offering, or the thing that they're sharing. Regardless of whether you're by yourself or with other people, is you can take time to write down your intentions or goals or desires for that month. And I feel like I'm really, really good when I write things down. Like, just something about getting them out onto paper is putting them somewhere else that my brain helps me remember them, because my brain doesn't always work the best. So after that, you want to bless the intentions of everyone. Have everyone lay their hands on the salts or on the bowl and say a blessing like, may all of our intentions be sealed and realized. And you can say, you can find your own saying, or you can just join hands and breathe. Like, you don't have to say anything, whatever you feel comfortable with. Next is you gotta mix up the bath salts. And so everyone can take a turn, or depending on how big the bowl is, everyone can put a hand in at the same time and just mix them up. And I'm sure your hands will just smell so good after that. Next is where you're gonna close the circle. You can join hands, give thanks, say it's done, ring bells, clap, celebrate, whatever you want, however you feel like the best way to just close your little ritual ceremony party. And then finally, have everyone bring their container, whether it's a Ziploc baggie or a mason jar or Tupperware, whatever they want, and everyone kind of, you divvy up the bath salts with all of the essential oils and the herbs and the flowers, whatever's in there, and so everyone can take it home. And the thought with this is that you guys have created this thing together, you've all set your intentions together, and then you're supposed to take a bath with those bath salts on the full moon, and to just think about, kind of to bring yourself back and think about your intentions. And if everyone's doing it on the full moon, it's another cool thing to think that even though you're not together, maybe 5 of your friends and you are doing the same thing and reliving that intention setting night. There's so many different things you can do, so many different elements, and it's kind of fun to plan. Like, I love planning small intimate parties. I had a small intimate party on my birthday. I just had that kid stuffing party, and they all had a very small number of people, and they're fabulous, and that's what I love. This is what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be doing it by myself, and so I encourage you to do it too. Bring some of your friends in, and if you can, the weather's actually nice right now, so you could do it. Depending on where you live, depending on the weather, go have the ritual outside. Just be in nature, look up at the moon. And okay, everyone, so I just finished the ritual, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you about my experience with it because I've never done it before. I found it very relaxing. It really reminded me of meditation. I didn't do quite as much like breathing meditation as in normal meditation, but kind of just going through the steps, writing down my desires, talking through my intentions, just was very, I don't know how to describe the feeling. It was very calming. It was very peaceful. It was, it just really reminded me of meditation, and I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I think it's great by yourself. I think it would be even better with friends. I always love doing things with my friends. So I hope this video has inspired you to have a little new moon ritual of yourself and a little party by yourself or with some friends, because it's quite a good time. And I'm all about meditation and stepping back, lighting some candles, and I got all of those things right now, so I'm feeling just very calm, very relaxed, very at peace with myself, and very happy. I'm very happy today. I've been in a very good mood. And so I just hope all of this for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's inspired you to light some candles and think about your month and what you want out of it, and it's just like a little meditation, and I really enjoyed it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.